JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, Portland woman found dead with stab wounds following house fire. The Portland police are probing a suspected case of murder after a woman's partially burnt body with what appeared to be stab wounds was discovered in Orange Bay early this morning. The remains of the 54-year-old woman were found following a fire to her house in the community of 40 acres. The discovery was made about 3:30 a.m. It is reported that residents saw flames coming from the premises and alerted the fire department, which responded. Firefighters battled the blaze, and following cooling down operations, the woman's body was discovered. Police investigators carried out a preliminary examination of the body and discovered what they believe are stab wounds inflicted to the chest and back of the deceased. The incident has left residents shocked, as they say the deceased was a peaceful person. This brings to 9 the number of murders recorded in Portland since the start of the year. Gun found buried in yard during police operation. The police seized a .38 Smith & Wesson special revolver, which was found buried in a yard during an operation on Darling Street, Savlamar, Westmoreland on Monday, June 28. Officers were reportedly in the area about 6:40 p.m. when the premises was searched and the illegal gun was found buried. The police said no one was arrested in relation to this seizure. St. Catherine man accused of killing woman with stick. The St. Catherine North Police have arrested and charged 42-year-old Marvin Drummond, otherwise called Buns, following the murder of 33-year-old Jacqueline Leng in St. Catherine on Thursday, June 15. Reports from the police are that about 8 a.m. Leng and Drummond had an altercation, during which Drummond is accused of using a piece of stick to hit Leng in the head. Residents reportedly heard cries for help, tried to locate the source of the sounds, and stumbled upon Leng's body. The police were summoned, and Leng was transported to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Drummond, who is a laborer of Top Mountain District in St. Catherine, was later picked up by the police at his home and was subsequently charged with murder. The police have stated that investigations are ongoing. Hayes still healing. Determined to strengthen their relationship with residents of this community that was rocked by a fatal car crash and 3 days of protest against the police, members of police youth clubs, PYC from across the country, on Sunday visited Hayes for a day of prayer and fun-filled activities. We went into the community, we had devotion, and we participated in 100-meter races and walkathons, PYC President Letitia White said. On June 12, a car with 9 people crashed, setting in motion a series of events that is still taking its toll on the community. 3 people died: 21-year-old Kevin Salmon, his 17-year-old cousin John Oy Blair, and Devontae Johnson, who died at the Kingston Public Hospital on June 13 while undergoing treatment. Salmon's mother still not come to grips with his death. The mother of Devontae Johnson shared memories of him, saying he was a jovial person. Then we spoke to Kevin Salmon's mother, and she was still in denial. She believes that her son is still alive, said White. According to police reports, shortly after 8 p.m. on June 12, a team of cops doing spot checks signaled the vehicle to stop. The driver reportedly disobeyed and later collided with a light pole in the vicinity of the Watsonton Church. Residents blocked the streets in the days following the crash, accusing the police of opening fire on the car without provocation, a claim the police have refuted. The ties between the PYC and the community had existed before the crash, as some of the youngsters who died were members of the club. Sunday's visit by PYC members from Kingston, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and St. Anne was a reminder of the bond that once existed and an effort to create new memories. According to White, residents came out in full support, and members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force also participated in Sunday's events. Zozo gunman Exodus blamed for Johns Hall crime spree. Householders in the Dam Road section of Johns Hall, St. James, believe that heavily armed gangsters fleeing the recently declared Zone of Special Operations, Zozo in Norwood, are finding haven in their community and unleashing mayhem. That fear was sparked by violence shortly after 2:40 p.m. on Sunday, when 4 men armed with rifles and handguns opened fire to workers and customers at a car wash. 4 persons suffered bullet wounds, which have resulted in them being hospitalized. The attackers sped off after being challenged by an off-duty cop but crashed into a taxi with passengers. The gunmen, who escaped on foot, fired on the taxi, injuring 3 passengers. One of several disgruntled residents of Johns Hall said that while the community was not the Garden of Eden, the acute rise in gun violence since Norwood's June 20 Zozo designation was disturbing. These bad boys running away from Norwood and Salt Spring are coming into our community to turn it upside down with violence, the residents said on Monday. When the police chase them out of the bad areas, they should follow them wherever they go and don't let them get comfortable in communities like ours, the resident added. That has been a constant concern regarding the introduction of security measures like Zozos and the states of emergency, with the opposition People's National Party warning of a balloon effect, criminals migrating from hotspots whenever they are squeezed by swarms of police and soldiers. St. James has been a source of grave concern for the Jamaica Constabulary Force this year, accounting for the second highest aggregate of murders, 80, of the 19 police divisions, and the third highest rate of rise at 45%. Superintendent Vernon Ellis, commander of the St. James Police, confirmed the validity of the concern about migratory criminals, disclosing that men from Salt Spring were caught with illegal firearms in Johns Hall last week. While residents are labeling the violence producers as outsiders, Ellis cautioned that many of the fleeing gunmen have family roots in communities like Johns Hall. Responding to Sunday's incident, Ellis praised the cop who stood his ground as the gunmen fired. "This is a place where we have been engaging the residents in strong community policing, and we must commend those residents who are not prepared to stand by and allow criminals to take charge," said Ellis, who encouraged householders to use confidential tip lines to make reports. 15 new fire trucks here and ready to roll. The Jamaica Fire Brigade is on the verge of having its fleet of trucks significantly beefed up, as reports have surfaced that 15 of the 30 new units ordered by local government minister Desmond McKenzie have been cleared from the wharf and will soon be dispatched. Auditors are in the process of ensuring that all the pieces of equipment that are expected to be on the trucks are present. This will ensure that the warranty that comes with each truck will be problem-free, a well-placed source who is not authorized to speak on the matter said. McKenzie had, in December 2020, told The Nation that the government had earmarked funding to purchase 30 fire trucks. A new fire truck reportedly costs in the region of 100 million Jamaican dollars. The additional 15 trucks are expected to arrive on the island before September. The source said that the 15 trucks are now at Upper Camp and could be officially handed over to the brigade as early as Friday. The arrival of the trucks is welcome news for parishes like Trelawney, which recently lost a unit to a bushfire, and Westmoreland, which is currently having a challenge battling blazes in hilly terrain. Superintendent Ronald Walters, who heads the Trelawney Fire Department, said that he's expecting at least 2 of the new trucks to be deployed to his region. The single truck in the parish is a replacement tapped from another fire department after its unit was destroyed in mid-May bushfire. Businessman Kenneth Grant, president of the Trelawney Lane Magistrates Association, who is based in Albert Town, the main township in the parish's south, is looking forward to the construction of a fire station in neighboring Ulster Spring. It is understood that lands have already been identified. The current situation of a fire truck traveling all the way from Falmouth up into South Trelawney is not feasible because of the long distance, so we do need a fire station here, said Grant. 4 more COVID deaths, 26 new cases. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says 4 more COVID-19 related deaths were confirmed locally on Monday. They include 3 males, a 79-year-old male from St. Mary, a 76-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 50-year-old male from St. Catherine, and a 55-year-old female from St. Anne. 3 of the new deaths were previously reported under investigation. This pushed the country's death toll to 1,065. 2 more deaths were reported under investigation during the 24-hour review period. Meanwhile, the island recorded 26 new cases of the virus Monday, pushing the total number of confirmed cases on the island since the outbreak to 50,080. The new cases comprise 14 females and 12 males, with ages ranging from 3 to 93 years. The ministry said 8 of the cases were from St. Elizabeth, 5 from Manchester, 3 each from Clarendon, Kingston and St. Andrew and Westmoreland, and 2 each from St. Catherine and Hanover. The ministry further reported 4 new recoveries, which pushed the total recoveries to 29,957. There are 18,695 active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.